week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game. You just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
Come on, set.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready?
Right back to him on first down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Second and 6.
It's now second and 6.
Set.
Throwing. Love. That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 of the 15. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now first and 10.
Down. Hut, hut.
Now a handoff up the middle. Lloyd. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Yellow, 22. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lloyd. And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. Here now a third down and 8.
Third and 8.
Back to throw. Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season.
Ready, ready. 40, ready.
Lloyd going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a lion that's shaken up.
Ready, ready.
Love from the gun. And it's a Packers touchdown. Marshawn Lloyd from 3 yards out. And the Packers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
This week, such an important one for his entire offense, but for him especially. He wants to start this new season off strong. He's got big plans for this year. Wants it to be one where he finishes among the league's best while leading his team to the postseason. A strong opening week is a great start to that and can create momentum that carries over not just to next week, but the next few weeks as well. A rising tide raises all ships, and if he can start this season off strong, his offense will benefit.
From the 29, here's second down at 7. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. Oh, look at the juke. And this will wind up a Lions first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Off play action. Here's Goff. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's second and 21. Goff now to throw. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Pulled in at the 24. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Or just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
DJ Reed there defensively.
Operating from the gun. Love. And that is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working out of the gun. Love. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 5. And it'll be 4th down.
Black, 95.
They'll try and throw for it here. He'll get this complete to Matthew Golden. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A gain of 6. That's good for the Packers. First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. A gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
To throw now. Here's Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Going back to Love. He'll try and do this himself. This is intercepted. And the Lions are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. From the 31, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. But he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Lions, first down.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. From the 5, 2nd and 4.
So pickup is 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Packers.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
Now it's gone. And he's got it. Touchdown. Adam Prentice from 4 yards out. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Packers, first down.
Go now.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard
60
line.
red.
first down. Lloyd. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Ready, break.
This is 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Set, hut. 45. Wide, hut, hut. Set.
Love. Throw left side complete. That's Lloyd. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away.
On the double.
And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
3rd and 5.
Set, hut.
Firing quickly out wide is Love. Now he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1.
10 cycles. Set, ready, ready.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And give the tackle to Quentin Lake. Here's 2nd and 10.
49-yard line.
Here's Goff. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Gain of 25 yards on the play. That's good for a Lions first down.
Here's Gibbs. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7. But they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Down, hut.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. Yep.
Love looking to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 3rd and 3.
Blue, 32 cents.
Love, they go play action now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
No, they should have already said punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Black,
They're going to try and throw. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 45-yard line.
ready, hut, hut.
Off the play fake, Love. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Ready?
Play fake. Here's Love. He finds Watson. It's caught. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
38. Ready.
To the air again. Love. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Play action. It's Goff. Wide open receiver complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
24 yards. That's good for a Lions first down.
And his kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No. But you have to do something to bring some relief to your sideline.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Goff. He's got it to Williams. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Here's Goff. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Isaac to Slaw. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Lions have taken the lead here in this third quarter. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Packers all set to go again. That means we'll see Christian Watson. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that, because it has been pretty good. but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
You get hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
They'll run on first down. It's Lloyd. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. On play action. Love to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jaden Reed, 41 yards. And the Packers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is now 2. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finds Gibbs on a check down. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. Goff. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lloyd. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up second.
Throwing. Love. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Third down and 8 yards.
Here we go. Here we go. Set.
Here's Love. They're going to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. Call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Blue 32.
They run a draw here on second down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw now. Here's Love. Touchdown, Packers! Jaden Reed, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And they're able to add on to their advantage. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Point after here coming up. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Oh, good move. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Time for another look at this Lions offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during this series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So from the 37, here's second down at the yard. St. Brown motioning left. Goff now looks to throw. They'll find Williams on the slant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 11. And the Lions first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is gone. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Call it a gain of a yard. And that's going to bring up second down.
Out of bounds at his own 49-yard line.
Now gone. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 30.
1 yards. That's good. For the Lions, first down.
They'll pitch it out to Gibbs here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now it's gone. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Back to throw. Gone. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
180.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he stopped immediately there. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Now it's 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. That's to the tight end, the portal. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. And this one is right through. And that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now. They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Up the middle they go. It's Lloyd. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
3 yards. That's good. For our Packers. First down.
Play action this time with Love. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Back.
Love. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
First and 10 at the 49.
On first down, Harden. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They run the counter. Harden. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Love looking to throw. That is caught. And he has a Packer first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And they take a knee. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down. Defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like 1 time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season.